So some people might have seen some of this at the end of last week. I'd made a start. I've done a few more things. So there's now a plot for local authorities, which you can have on a linear vertical scale. You can change it to a log scale. Then it looks a bit like some of the plots you might have seen in the Financial Times and things like that. There's now a search for local authorities. So let Paul search for something. It's either local authorities or health boards or upper tier local authorities, which can be the same as local authorities, but can be different. Geography is hard in the UK. We've got a vast array of geographies in the different parts of the country. So the graph shows you all the data from Tom White's collated historical data and gives you the time since 3 confirmed cases in each area. I'm calling them areas as a catch-all because there's so many different things involved here. On the right-hand side, you get the hex map, which when you have searched for an area, it shows you that total that's on the side there, but you can hopefully get rid of it if Paul clicks on the little X, maybe. I'm not quite sure what's
Makes sense.
Okay. So there's cases. So in Wales and Scotland, they're health boards. In England, they're upper tier local authorities, which can sometimes be the same as local authorities. But if it's a group of local authorities, then for the cases, it shares the cases between each local authority. Otherwise, they'd look like a hotspot when they wouldn't necessarily be so. And if you go on per capita, wait for Paul to click on per capita, then you get the per capita values. So in which case that's the per capita in that group of local authorities, and they've all got the same value then. So they look reasonable compared to the things around them. So you can see that South Wales and London are the worst per capita, and Cumbria in the north of England is a little bit of a hotspot, the 6 local authorities in Cumbria. I'm going to add a timeline on here as well, a bit like the Financial Times graph that they've got for different countries. If anyone has any other types of visualizations they'd like to add, if you've got any ideas, let me know. The aim of this was aimed at local authorities because we had Tom Reardon from Leeds and someone from London, Paul can remember who exactly, asking to be able to compare how their local authority was doing and see if how they were tracking compared to other parts of the country. So that was the purpose of this. Okay, Paul, back to you. Oh, hang on, before I do, I should also say the hex map now includes Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland because I'm using data from there. The populations figures come from 2018 for Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland. They come from 2020 estimates from the ONS for England. I've not found any more recent estimates for Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland for population. I don't think they should be too different, but just there's different data from different places at different timescales, and it's quite tricky to. It's basically the best, latest picture that we can put together, as far as I can tell.